A group of robotic beasts are running through the forest, running away from their enemy. They are the Maximals, and their planet has been attacked by the Turkin, servants of the Dark Lord called Unicron, who eats an entire planet to sustain himself. The planet of the Maximals fell under attack by the Turkin, led by Scourge. The Turkin are looking for the transwarp key, the key that can open portals through space and time. Apelink, the leader of the Maximals, told the other Maximals to escape without him so they could keep the transwarp safe from the Turkin while he held Scourge back. The other Maximals made their escape and went to Earth for refuge. In 1994 Brooklyn, a man named Noah Dawes is eating breakfast with his sick younger brother, Chris. Noah is an ex-military electronics expert who is currently struggling to find a job. Due to his brother's sickness, Noah found it hard to work while stressing over his brother, and it was the reason he was fired from his job in the first place. Meanwhile, in a museum, a woman named Elena Wallace enters. She is working at the museum and sees a newly arrived ancient statue of a falcon. She observes the falcon and sees an odd symbol, the Maximal symbol, with weird text below it. The manager of the museum tells her that the falcon statue is a 5th millennium BC Nubian artifact and takes the statue from her. However, Elena knows that the falcon statue isn't a hieroglyphic, so she writes down the weird text she saw on the falcon statue and does her own research about it. Noah got rejected again for the job he was applying for. Desperate, he agreed when his friend Reek told him to steal a car to sell. Noah sneaks into the parking lot where the car he was looking for was a Porsche 911. He has a hard time opening the car because it keeps locking itself every time Noah unlocks it. He quickly gets in and sees the symbol of the Autobots in the middle of the steering wheel. At the same time, Elena is still studying the falcon statue when it suddenly breaks into pieces, revealing half of the transwarp key hidden inside. The key releases an energy pulse into the sky. The leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime, detects the energy pulse and summons the other Autobots. Mirage, the car that Noah was trying to steal, is an Autobot. So, Noah, who was inside him, heard Optimus Prime's voice through the radio. He thought that the car was bugging and gave up on stealing it. He tried getting out of the car, but the door was locked, and he couldn't open it. Suddenly, Mirage drove off, scaring Noah, who thought that the car was possessed and driving by itself. Police cars started chasing Noah, and when one of them managed to tip the car, Noah told the car to do something, which Mirage did, amazing and scaring Noah at the same time. They arrived at the Autobots' meeting place, and Mirage transformed into his Autobot form. The ever-friendly Mirage showed Noah his fist, asking for a fist bump. When Noah fist bumped him, Mirage claimed they were already friends. Then, the other Autobots arrived, and Noah threw the pipe he was holding down when they transformed. Optimus Prime was not happy to see a human with Mirage. He carried Noah, and the female Autobot, RC, scanned Noah and told Optimus Prime the information she got about Noah. Optimus Prime put Noah on top of the mezzanine floor for a while as they talked about the energy pulse. Optimus Prime told the Autobots about the transwarp key and how it could help them go back home to Cybertron. But to get the key, they need a quiet way into the museum to avoid attracting human attention and getting hunted down. Mirage had an idea, and it was to have Noah steal the key for them. Optimus Prime and Noah both disagreed. But when Mirage told Noah that he could help him get money, Noah relented. Elena was still working in the museum when the transwarp key glowed, and the Turkin arrived. Noah sneaked into the museum, and Elena was preparing to leave. She took the transwarp key and was just leaving when Noah arrived to steal the key. Noah told her to give the key to him, but Elena just kept avoiding him. Seeing that the Turkin were coming, Elena handed Noah the transwarp key and ran away. Scourge sent Predacons to get the key from Noah. When the Autobots arrived, while the Autobots were fighting with the Turkin, Noah and Elena were running away from the Predacons. They ran away from the museum while the Autobots covered for them. But Nightbird, the female Turkin, threw a bomb in front of Noah and Elena. Noah accidentally let go of the transwarp key, and Nightbird took it. Meanwhile, Optimus Prime was losing against Scourge, and just as Scourge was about to end him, Bumblebee came to stop him but got stabbed by Scourge. Optimus Prime cried out as Scourge shot Bumblebee, killing him. The Turkin left with the transwarp key. Arizor, the Falcon Maximal, came to get the Autobots and the two humans. They went to a secluded place where Optimus Prime was throwing things around angrily about Bumblebee's death. Arizor introduced herself and told them about what happened to their home world, and about the Turkin and Unicron. She also told the Autobots that the key Scourge took was just half of the whole transwarp key, and the other half was hidden somewhere. She didn't know if the Turkin managed to get the other half too. If they did, they would use it to open portals that would allow Unicron to enter different planets and destroy them. Elena stated that she knows where the other half is. The symbols she saw on the Falcon statue were only ever recorded in the Inca Temple of the Sun in Cusco, which is in Peru. Noah, wanting to help stop Unicron from destroying Earth, told Optimus Prime that he was going with them. And since Elena is the one who knows about the temple in Peru, she was also coming to lead them to it. The next day, they went to the meeting place where they met up with Stratosphere, a drunker Autobot who transforms into a plane. During the plane ride, Noah and Elena got to know each other better while the Autobots were silent. RC asked if an energy infusion could bring Bumblebee back, but Optimus Prime wasn't sure. They reached Peru and met Wheeljack. They walked to the cliff overlooking the whole city, and Wheeljack told them that the coordinates he received correspond to an old church built on top of the temple. The key was somewhere close to the church, but the Autobots wouldn't be able to get to it as there is a festival going on. So, Noah and Elena were given the task of getting the key while the Autobots watched out for the Turkin. Mirage gave Noah a robotic handgear that he could use to communicate with them. Unbeknownst to them, the Turkin were already in Peru and were just standing by. When they learned that Noah and Elena were the ones to get the key, Scourge took this as an advantage. He sent a Predacon to steal the key from Noah and Elena once they got it. Noah and Elena arrived at the church and saw the circle with symbols on the ground. Elena discovered that the smaller circles were the keys to opening the entrance to the temple. The two of them started pressing and stirring them. The circle opened up, revealing the entrance to the temple below, and they went through it and discovered a sarcophagus. They opened it, but the key wasn't there anymore. The only thing they saw was a symbol similar to the one Elena saw on the Falcon statue. Elena wrote it down. When they heard a noise, Noah turned to look in the direction where the sound came from, and when he looked back at Elena, he saw the Predacon behind her. The two of them ran away, and Noah called out to Mirage. The Autobots started moving, and the Turkons tailed them. The Turkons chased down the Autobots, with Scourge focusing on Optimus Prime. Arizor came and started shooting fire beams on the mountainside bridge when the Autobots reached the other side to stop the Turkons from reaching them. Scourge shot at Arizor, and it hit the Falcon Maximal. Noah and Elena came out of the temple when suddenly the Gorilla Maximal, Optimus Primal, cornered them. Mirage came to help them but was tackled down by Cheetor. Wheeljack saw what was happening, but he too was tackled by another Maximal named Rhinox. RC and Optimus arrived, and the two groups pointed guns at each other. Arizor came to stop any fight from occurring between the two groups and introduced the Maximals to the Autobots. Optimus Prime muttered Optimus Primal's name, and the latter bowed down to him. Maximals are the descendants of the original Transformers, so it is an honor for Optimus Primal to be named after the legendary warrior of Cybertron. Arizor told the Maximals about what happened, and Optimus Primal told them that he knew where the other key was, as he was the one who had to hide it somewhere else. Elena saw the mark Scourge left on Arizor's wing, and Arizor told her that she'd be alright. Optimus Primal led the Autobots and the humans to the village where he hid the key. The others learned that the people in the village are the last descendants of the tribe that has accepted the Maximals into the village. The Maximals protected the people in the village, and in return, the humans hid the other half of the key. After that, Arizor and Primal talked to each other, and after their talk, Arizor squawked as she was still being affected by the mark. That night, Prime and Primal were checking on Bumblebee, and Primal told Prime that bringing Bumblebee back in this state would be impossible. The next day, Elena woke up to a sound. She followed where the sound was coming from and saw that it was Arizor who was acting weird. The mark Scourge left on Arizor was affecting her mentally, and she was losing herself, which would allow Scourge to control her. Prime stood in front of Elena to protect her from Arizor, and Elena ran away just as Arizor flew away. Prime wanted to shoot Arizor down, but Primal stopped him. Then Nightbird suddenly appeared and attacked Primal. Noah and Alina ran away, and when they had some distance between them and the robots, Noah put the key on the ground and prepared the handgear to destroy it. Optimus Prime begged him not to do it, and after a while, Noah stopped. Alina slowly reached down to take the key before she was captured by Arizor. Primal ran after them, and when he reached them, Arizor had already given the other half of the key to Scourge. Then he ordered Arizor to kill them before leaving, and Arizor attacked Primal. Primal told Arizor to control herself, but she could no longer hold it back. She begged Primal to just kill her, telling him that he had to protect the key no matter the cost. Primal did so painfully, and they all mourned her death. Meanwhile, Scourge had already activated the transwarp key to open the portals. The only way to stop the process is to get to the key and use a code installed long ago as a safeguard. The codes were split into two along with the keys. Alina then said that she got the code. The codes were the symbols she saw on the Falcon statue and on the sarcophagus. They now have the complete access code to stop the opening of the portals, so they came up with a plan to attack the Turkons and distract them while Noah and Alina went through the tunnels below the bridge that would lead to the central antenna. They could use the code to shut it down and remove the key to close the portals before Unicron can enter Earth's atmosphere. Then the plan commenced. Together, the Autobots and Maximals fought against the Turkons and the army of Predacon Scorpions. RC, on the other hand, was going to distract Scourge, who stayed behind to guard the key. Optimus Prime and Primal defeated one of the Turkons together. Meanwhile, Noah was taken by Scourge, and Alina went to the central antenna by herself. Scourge let go of Noah when Mirage shot at him, and the two fought again, but Mirage lost against Scourge. When Mirage was down, Scourge turned to shoot Noah. Suddenly, Mirage shielded Noah as Scourge kept shooting at them. Scourge then sent a Predacon to stop Alina. Mirage's radio was on, and Chris called out to them. Noah, who was under Mirage, told Chris that it was over and they lost. Mirage woke up, but since he was already weak, he gave himself to Noah, wrapping himself around him and giving the guy armor so he could fight Scourge. Optimus Prime approached him, and together with Noah, the two of them fought with Scourge. Alina struggled to get to the central antenna, but she managed to kill the Predacon and catch her bag before it fell into the lava. The antenna then sent a wave to the sky, and the wave reached Bumblebee. Noah was just about to run to Optimus Prime and Scourge when Nightbird suddenly took him. Cheetor, who was maximized, threw a spear toward them and hit Nightbird with it. Stratosphere was flying above all the chaos. He opened the rear door, and Bumblebee appeared. He jumped from the plane and attacked from above, while Optimus Prime was happy to see him. Nightbird was angry and flew to fight with Bumblebee, but she lost, and Nightbird was destroyed. Optimus Prime ordered everyone to guard the bridge and Alina to close the portals. Bumblebee took Noah to the bridge, and while Scourge was fighting with Optimus Prime, Alina used the code and successfully entered it. But then Scourge was able to destroy the panel right before Optimus Prime killed him and prevented it from being shut down. Optimus Prime chose to sacrifice himself and destroyed the key while the others left for safety. The portal collapsed, and before Optimus Prime could get sucked into the imploding vortex, Noah and Primal came to save him. After the conflict, the Autobots lost the ability to go back to Cybertron as the key was destroyed. Alina received recognition for discovering the temple in Peru, and Noah was invited to join the secret government organization called G.I. Joe. Thus, we reached the end of this film. Thanks for watching. You can like this video to support us. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. See you in the next video. Goodbye.